People would say to me, why are you going to be a teacher? And they say, those who can do and those who can't teach. And whenever they would say that, it offended me. And over my career, I have refashioned that statement. Those who can do and those who care teach. When I was a child learning mathematics, it was always an exciting time. When I got to high school, my math teacher, Miss Murray, said to me, "You're really good in math." She said, if you follow math and stay with math, it will serve you well. And sure enough, it has. I always knew I wanted to teach. I enjoy working with people, young people in particular, but that combination of being a mathematics educator allowed me to go back to elementary school, middle school, and high school, teach mathematics, and also work with teachers of mathematics, and that's been the joy of my life. I completed my PhD in math education at NC State University. At that time, my major professor, John Kolb, said, you need to go to the NCTM conference in Detroit. I remember my very first conference in 1978, and it was fantastic. I had never seen anything like it. And I said to someone seated beside me, this is what I want to do. And I never said this publicly before, but at that table, I said to them, I want to be president of this organization one day. And sure enough, it happened.
Dr. Stiff has hundreds of publications. He's delivered so many keynote addresses and delivered professional development sessions.
He has a work ethic that you would not believe. During the day, he'd be teaching undergraduate and graduate classes, advising, directing graduate students' research, doing his own research, doing service, serving on committee. At night, he's in his office being author.
Dr. Stiff's style is very dynamic. He believes that all students can learn rigorous math. So the way he teaches teachers is he teaches you how to be successful with all students.
I've worked with a lot of students over my career. My students come back and say, it was important that I learned this. I'm walking down the street and a kid comes up to me. He says, Mr. Stiff, how you doing? I really enjoyed the time that we shared together at Daniels Middle School. What he remembered was that we hung in there, we taught him, and he walked away with an experience that said, my teacher cares about me. I want to learn all I can learn from that teacher. If you had looked at me when I was a little boy, you would have said, how can he do well in math? His father has a third grade education. His mother didn't finish high school. But teachers look beyond that and said, you're capable, and we're going to do all we can to make that happen. And that's what NCTM does. It makes the world a better place for math teachers to hone their craft and to implement their craft and be good at what they do. And the beneficiaries of that, of course, are children, our communities, are the world members who realize that when people are learning and people are successful and when people are creative, then we all benefit from that. The work that I have done has always been predicated on the fact that we can do this better. And the work that I've always done has also been predicated on the fact that I can get better. NCTM has been my life, and the kinds of things that I try to do in my life is what somebody has done for me. In my world, we say, unto whom much is given, much is expected. So anytime we do anything like this, it really reflects all the support I've had. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge my wife, Renee Flood Stiff, who supported me in all of this, and anything that I have achieved is doing great measure to her support and love and care. If you're considering being a mathematics teacher, congratulations. Mathematics interacting with students is an opportunity for you to say you can achieve, you are capable, and you'll be using information and knowledge and skills that will serve you well the rest of your life. It's what you learn about problem solving, communicating complicated ideas, working with others. These are all things that if you've been fortunate enough to be in the classroom that you as a beginning teacher are going to create, your students are going to be so well prepared for life, and you would have had something to do with that.